In 2018, I was the Catholic Hospital Lanchila at Agege in June. And after going through the tests and all that, I was told that I had suspected glaucoma. You know, the medical doctors do not always want to come straight or stridently, not to put me into shock or fear. They said suspected glaucoma. That same year, 2018, I took all the documents, all the papers, all the tests and all that to Germany. And without any fuss, the doctors told me it was glaucoma. I came back to Nigeria and I went to the military hospital in Victoria Land. They carried out the test and they said what I have left was just 10% of my sight, the remaining. And they said, I asked for solution. They said there was no solution. And they said I was going to live on eye drop the rest of my life and supplements. That day I cried. And I recall that many months before this time, Mary Teresa, one of you, had been talking about double stem cell to me. I came to Anchila, the same story, that there was no cure. I had no alternative but to go to Mary Teresa and said, I am now ready for your product, double stem cell. And she asked me what level. She was now talking to me about the different levels. What level do I want to come in? I said I want to come in at the biggest level.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was a case of embracing it or going blind. At that time, it was 340,000 euros, so the exchange rate, platinum, so 360,000, yes. And effortlessly, I paid for it. It was a case of keeping my sight or losing my sight. She gave me the prescription how to go about it, and I went to the keeping my sight or losing my sight. She gave me the prescription how to go about it, and I went to the extra mile. And of course, this was added on by prayers. And within the first, second, and third month, there was a lot of difference. I could feel it, not only with my eyes, but also with my genitals, if you permit me that. And many other areas of my body. I was seeing a lot of reinvigoration.
Wow.
Yes. And I said, the eye issue is not something to be left to my imagination. There was need for me to go back to the hospital and to do a proper check again. And I went to Anchila. I met the doctor there. And the doctor said, my file was brought out. And he said to me, you have been told, Mr. Lawrence, that there is no cure. And I said to him, I have been using double stem cell. He said, what is double stem cell? I said, this was something somebody gave to me, and I've been using it, and I feel I would like to do another test. He said, Mr. Lawrence, there is no cure. It became an argument between two of us. At the end of the day, he said, well, it is your money that you are going to pay before a test, before another test will be carried out. I said, yes, I'm ready to do that. You know, I wanted a scientific proof. And he said to the nurse by his side, Nurse Alice, go with Mr. Lawrence, ensure he pays and get the test carried out. Promptly I paid and we went into the test room rather. And to cut the story short, after the test, nurse was being filed. And we came back to the doctor. The doctor was now looking at the test, the result of the test, and looking at me. He looked back at the test, he looked back at me. About 3 good times, it was suspense. And what he said, the first thing he said was, now, Dr. Dr. Irabo, will use double stem cell for my mother who is suffering from glaucoma and she needs. And after saying that, he turned to me and said, with the result in front of me, your glaucoma appears to be wiped off.
Wow.
That it has been wiped off. And he showed me this is not a guesswork. When you go to this eye stuff and the results I have there, it is there for everybody to see. I have my results. All those black patches at the inner eyes were all wiped clean. That is what the results said. And that is what I have. And interestingly, Nurse Alice himself is now a practitioner of Phytoscience.
Phytoscience. Wow.
Yes, that Mary Teresa there. And Nurse Alice is now a crusader of Phytoscience. I did not tell you what happened after I left the hospital that day. I was like a madman, soliloquizing on the road, shouting like somebody who was drunk.
Wow.
And I was speaking out, I was talking to myself, and I know passers-by would say, is this another mental case? I was just shouting, praise the Lord, oh God, I thank you.
Wow.
And that was what I did for the distance of almost 1 kilometer from Manchela Hospital to the garage where I took the vehicle. It was wonderful. And since then, I've had so many others that I have brought into the business, and they are all giving testimonies. Glory to Jesus. Praise the Lord.